The New York Times wrote about a young couple in Afghanistan that has been ostracized by their community because they fell in love.
How dare they?
I know. They're two 17-year-olds. The girl worked at an ice cream shop owned by her family. And, you know, the boy would come in and buy ice cream, and they fell in love. So she slipped him her number, and they would talk every night. And they decided, you know what, we can't hide the fact that we're in love anymore. We're going to go get married. As they were in a car on the way to get married, they got stopped by like a mob of people. And people were outraged. They pulled them out of the car. They started questioning them, interrogating them, asking them why they were in a vehicle together, what right did they have. And what's incredible about this story is they were taken to a juvenile detention center. They were accused of being adulterers, except neither one of them was married. And this mob of 200 people wanted them dead. Her own parents, her own father, actually, I should say, wanted her dead. Her own uncle wanted her dead because she had shamed the family.
Now, the father was crying when he visited her in prison later, but he said, you know, we basically have no choice. What could we do? Of course, we have to murder her. Now, again, there is no evidence that they actually slept together, which, you know, could be premarital sex and could be considered a crime by these people, which is insanity to begin with, but okay, that's their mores. But there's not even any evidence of that. All there were was a man and a woman in a car together. That's it, okay? And so everybody says, well, if you've got an unmarried man and an unmarried woman in a car together, well, obviously they must be murdered, right? And now this is not all of Afghanistan, it's this province, right? Mm-hmm. And, but obviously that is where a lot of the popular sentiment goes, not all of it, because the mob was enraged. The cops came in and broke it up, and they beat the living hell out of the kid. They luckily did not touch the woman yet. The cops did save them and put them in prison, right, but saved them at least from the mob, and it's a good thing that they did, right? But, you know, now they're wondering what kind of punishment that they're going to get in prison for making the mistake of wanting to get married to one another. It does, I mean, it makes no sense whatsoever. And if that's your culture is dead wrong.
Absolutely.
Your culture is insane. And that you're going to want to kill people for falling in love.
Now, the authorities in Afghanistan want to let them go, but they can't let this couple go because they know as soon as they do that, you know, these angry people are going to try to kill them. They're going to try to stone them. They're going to try to find a way to murder them. So what do you do in that situation? You're completely ostracized by your community.
Right, and they're really worried about the, you know, the well-being of the woman, let alone the guy, because if they let him out of prison, people have already promised we're coming for them, okay? Because they have made this grave sin that I honestly still don't understand what the sin is, right?
The only other thing that I could think of, which is as equally as stupid as anything that we've mentioned so far, is the fact that they're from two different ethnicities. Right, within Afghanistan.
Right. And I'm sure that that's a huge factor in it. Now, the story didn't play that up, but knowing Afghani culture a little bit, or Afghan culture, I'm sure that the fact that they're one's Hazari and the other one is Tajik,
yeah,
is the real issue, okay? And how dare they? But the kicker to the story is amazing. During this mob, you know, riot, assault, a person got killed. And that person's family says it is the girl's fault for that guy being killed. How she fall in love with a guy and on her way to get married with him, she causes a riot where she almost gets killed and where their family member is killed trying to kill her. Okay, how dare that happen?
Right.
Now, I don't know what the guy's role was, but it seems like since they're so against her, it appears that he was one of the people involved in causing the violence, right?
Right.
Okay, so but here's the best part. You know what their solution is? The only way she can make up for it is by marrying one of their sons.
How backwards is that culture?
No, but I don't get it. I mean, so wait, you hate her? So the answer is make sure she marries one of your sons? Well, I don't know. Look, I know people get mad when I say it, but your culture is wrong, wrong, wrong.